Hey, it's Mr. K, Chemistry 30, Unit B review, question 15. If a current of this were applied to electrolytic cell for 5 hours, then the predicted mass of aluminum produced would be. All right, now this is a Faraday's constant question. This is electrochem stoich. This is how we do it. First thing, what I'd like to do is, looking at this equation, I know that each of these oxygens are 2 negative, and this aluminum is 3 plus. I know that these lone elements are 0. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a half reaction from here. And I'm going to pull out that aluminum 3 plus and this aluminum. And I'm going to make a half reaction from aluminum 3 plus to aluminum. Okay, now here's why. We're talking about electricity and current. We're talking about electrons. First thing you need to know is that amps are the same as coulombs per second. Now, coulomb is a unit of charge. That's talking about how many electrons are going through per second. Now, here's what we do. We start with that coulombs per second, and we're going to cancel some units. Now, I know I have to times by my time to cancel it out. Seconds times hours, that's not great. I'm going to change my hours into seconds. Hours on top, hours on bottom cancel. There's 3,600 seconds in every 1 hour. So now, seconds cancel seconds, hours cancel hours. Let's do that with my red pen as we go along. Now I'm left with coulombs. So I know how many total coulombs or charge have passed through. Now I also know how many electrons there are per coulomb. Now the way this works is I'm stealing this number directly from your workbook on page 3. This tells me how many moles of electrons there are for this many coulombs. Or sorry, this many coulombs equals 1 mole of electron. So now I can flip that however I want. I can do 1 mole over 9.65 times 10 to the 4 coulombs, or I can flip it. In this case, I wanted to cancel coulombs. I started with coulombs. I wanted to cancel them. Now I'm left with moles of electrons. Now we all know, now that I have moles of electrons, I can put that into my BCA table, use my 2 over from, find my moles of aluminum. Moles times molar mass for aluminum being 26.98, I get my mass. Okay, important pieces here, amps, coulombs per second. Take that information of time and amps, turn them into moles of electrons, put that into your BCA table. This can go either way. When you're doing your unit conversions, you want to be canceling, meaning your values should be opposite. If I've got seconds on the bottom, I want seconds on top. Hours on top, hours on bottom. When I plug this into my calculator, it would be 5 times 10 to the 4 times 5 times 3,600 divided by a factor on the bottom, 9.65 times 10 to the 4. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in.